What do you think about the ever increasing tendency for people to focus on the grain of sand at the top of the pyramid, the 1%, when they're probably not nailing the foundations of the pyramid, or the 99%, shall we say?
Yeah.
I think there's ice baths, great example. The physiology of them, the physical benefits. I think a lot of people are believing that they can work themselves to the bone with their training and then get in an ice bath and that'll solve the problem, when the problem is that they're doing too much training in the first place and therefore under recovering.
Yeah.
So I think, what is your take on the modern world of recovery? And do you think it's misunderstood?
Yes, I think it is. You have to build your house upon a rock. So you get, like in every sport or any discipline, you have to get the fundamentals right. And then once you've got that, you can pass to the next role, you know. But I think people overthink things, and that's what leads people to being injured. A very good example, people that want to start doing a marathon, they go straight into it. They go straight into a high intensity training, or they think that, oh, I've missed training this week because I got injured, so that means I need to double the amount of runs I'm doing the following week. And I've seen a pattern over the years is that the best thing for these people that have no experience running, you need to learn the techniques of running, because everyone seems to heel strikes still, instead of using the balls of their feet or going on their toes. And the biggest thing is that everyone's tense in the neck and the shoulders when they run. They just need to make sure that they're moving efficiently. They aren't trying to overwork certain areas of the body. So when I work with people that have never run, I tell them the biggest part of training is the recovery side that you need. So if you've got a big run ahead, make sure that you stretch out well, that your body is fully recovered. Especially when you start to do the race of the marathon, just make sure that you have an Epsom salt bath, or do something kind for your body to prep yourself to that run. But many people do not do that. Many people do not stretch. Many people don't have a massage gun, because there's so many gadgets out there now. It's so easy for us now. Because many people will say, oh, I don't have that much time to like warm up, so I'm just going to go straight into the run because I've got to be at work at this time. So it's trying to educate people, be kind to your body, do all the prep work first, and then move forwards. Or get a coach, get somebody, because there's so much advice online now. Get some advice if you want to go straight into a new skill, because if you don't, you're going to get to that crisis of being in pain.
Yeah. I think a lot of people really do make the mistake of forgetting that running is a skill. Yeah. Whilst it's a basic locomotive pattern, it is very much a skill in and of itself, in the same way that whilst you've ran before, we've all ran for the most part, it will be unfamiliar, it will be dormant. If you, in the same way, a bench press is a simple movement pattern. However, you probably didn't bench press when you were 8 years old, which means that it's a less familiar skill. So therefore, to be able to develop your skill, you need to give it time. And we'd all respect the learning process and the technique of the bench press, but a lot of people do not respect the fact that running isn't just lace up your shoes and start swinging your legs around. There's a little bit more to it than that in terms of efficiency and making sure that you're not aggravating any certain points or anything like that. And I think in the modern world, whether social media has contributed to it or not, I think a lot of people focus on the complexities before they nail the basics.
100%.
And I think that's where the vast majority of people, like you've said, should start from the ground upwards and better understand the direction they're moving, rather than, for example, thinking, right, I'm going to start training for this. I'm going to spend 800 quid on an ice bath, 600 quid on a massage gun. I'm going to do this, and this will keep me going, and I can just train all the time I want. If they don't understand the inputs and the progressive volume, the progressive intensity, then you can't sort of hack your way out of inefficiency. And I think that's where a lot of people are getting it wrong in the modern world. And then not utilizing recovery as a tool in their arsenal, but almost hoping that it's going to be the thing that brings them back from the proverbial dead.